We begin with breaking news tonight. A Columbus police officer is in surgery and a suspect is dead after a shooting this evening in South Linden. Here's what we know about this so far. It happened around 7:30 tonight in the area of East 16th Street and Hamilton Avenue after police tried to execute a traffic stop about 15 minutes earlier. We do have team coverage for you tonight. Libby Cathy is in South Linden where that shooting happened, while Jeff Hogan is outside Grant Hospital where both the officer and the suspect were taken tonight. And Jeff, you heard from police officials just within the past 90 minutes. What have you learned?
Well, Yolanda, first off, the fact that both of them were brought here is quite unusual. But as we go back to the emotion of this entire night and what I've witnessed here being outside Grant Medical Center, further indication that there is no ordinary traffic stop out there for Columbus police. That stop was attempted. Suspect did not stop. A minute later, found the car empty. Approached a man that matched the description of the suspect. He immediately drew his gun and shot a Columbus police officer. They returned fire. Both were brought here, as you said, and in surgery right now is one of those police officers. Now, the emotion surrounding this, a lot of officers, a lot of emotion right here outside Grant Medical Center because one of their own was shot in the line of duty. I'm going to show you a little bit of that video that we saw right outside Grant Medical Center here just a little bit earlier tonight, because as you look at this activity, more than 20 police units outside here. A lot of officers, like I said, a lot of emotion. No details on the condition of the officer in surgery right now. Emergency surgery taking place. A lot of prayers being offered. A lot of questions being asked as well. But Chief Elaine Bryant told me she is sure of one thing.
There's no doubt in my mind that what I know, that this suspect meant to kill this officer. And so I'm very appreciative that the officers were able to get this officer here to the hospital. I'm asking for prayers for the officer that was involved, and I'm also asking for prayers for the entire department.
Also asking questions about why this all took place. Was there a motive involved in this when that suspect took off? Now, BCI, as protocol, whenever there's an officer-involved shooting, we'll take over the investigation in this case. But I do want to take you, it's been a very busy night, I want to take you back to that scene right now. Libby Cathy is there in that South Linden neighborhood with what she has found out from her reporting there. Libby.
That's right, Jeff. As you can see, still very much an active scene here in Linden. In the distance, of course, police tape is preventing us, even at this hour, from getting even closer. But as you said, we now know that this started here just after 7 o'clock tonight when officers tried to perform a traffic stop near Hamilton and Minnesota Avenues. As you noted, Chief Bryant telling us that vehicle fled the scene. Then around 7:30 is when officers located the vehicle unoccupied. Then about a minute later, officers finding that male matching the driver's description right here near 16th Avenue and Hamilton. And as you note, officers said they were exiting their cruiser when the suspect pulled out a firearm and fired shots, striking an officer. Multiple officers then returned fire, hitting the suspect, who, as you note, has died. Now, Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 9 President Brian Steele also spoke to you, Jeff, outside Grant Hospital tonight, offering just a few details about who that officer was.
I could just tell you right now that our officer is in the OR. He's got an outstanding team with him. He has chaplains with him. He has his brother and sister and his family with him, and we're going to pray that he comes out okay.
And one sergeant told us to expect an active scene here throughout the night, potentially even into the early hours of tomorrow morning. I also spoke to one neighbor on this street who says they heard the shooting. More from that conversation in just a few minutes. Jeff?
All right, Libby, so we have two active scenes happening right now as there's a lot of attention on Grant Medical Center and that officer that is here surrounded by family and surrounded by his CPD family as well. And as I mentioned here off the top, both the suspect and the officer brought to the same facility. Brian Steele, who you just heard from there, said that that's not protocol, it's not ideal, and certainly the officer and his family wouldn't appreciate it if they knew that that suspect was brought here as well. He did not figure that either of them knew that the other was there. But something we're going to talk about here in just a few minutes coming up there, because I asked Chief Elaine Bryant about that as well. Yolanda?